Hello everyone, and welcome again to another Dimension X digital toy review. And today we got something really cool, something I just got in my hands. I've been looking for it for a while, have not found it in the stores, but I finally got it in a trade with another collector. So I wanted to take a look at a couple. I have a couple, and but this is the one I've been really wanting to do, and it's the one I plan on opening. So I figured let's do the video on this one so we can actually open them up and see how it goes. So this is the Mego Nosferatu 8-inch figure. A lot of people, older people might remember Megos from. I mean, well, they go back as far as the 50s. But they really blew up in the early 70s when they started making what were they called, like the world's greatest superhero lines or whatever. The Mego Spider-Man is incredibly famous. They did everybody, and somehow they got Marvel and DC. I mean, they were knocking them out on both sides. And then I think in the 70s, I think in the 74, 75. They started doing the Planet of the Apes figures, and then, of course, they went under in the 80s as smaller scale figures became more popular. But, I mean, these guys were trailblazers when it came to licensed toys, and I mean, they for what they were, especially at the time, they were something really special. And in the last year or so, they've come back, and they've started doing a lot of cool stuff, and the horror stuff is really cool. Unfortunately, they commit the sin of not showing other figures from the lines on the back, but the art here is really nice. I mean, the horror figures, I mean, they've done Nosferatu, of course, they've done Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Freddy Krueger, like, again, they're getting licenses. I'm not sure how, but they're doing it. And this one is, I've really been wanting the Nosferatu, of course, 1922 silent film, somehow just killed it. I mean, you watch that movie even now, 2019, almost 100 years later, and the makeup on the actual vampire, and the cinematography and the lighting, everything on it is just, it's just incredible. And I it's really been one of my all-time favorites, since I was a kid. And I used to have one of the what company made those? I used to have a Nosferatu figure that they were silent. They were called the Silent Screamers. They're doing they did like the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, stuff like that, and they had a Nosferatu figure that was really cool. He was a gray like this one. Oh my god, my son's going nuts in his room. He was gray like this, but if you put him in sunlight, he would actually turn dark purple, like he burned. He was like heat sensitive. That was a really cool figure. I wish I still had it, but he was a victim of the Great Collection Purge a few years ago. But anyways, I got this guy, and I also have a Frankenstein and a Gorn from Star Trek. Now the Gorn I'm keeping. Him I might keep in the package for a little bit. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him yet. And continuing. Sorry, my son interrupted me. I have the Gorn, I have a Frankenstein. This one we're going to open. I'll show the Gorn, I'll show the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein I'm actually going to do as a giveaway near the end of the month. So we won't open him up. Someone either from here or Instagram or however I set up the giveaway is going to get that sent to them. And but we'll take a look at it. So let's do that before we open him up, so we can kind of see the differences. So here's the Nosferatu. And here's the Frankenstein. Now, I think there's two versions of the Frankenstein. I think one of them, I want to say one of them's like more of a grayscale or something too. And I know he has like chains, like kind of like broken shackles on him. But this is just like the classic. I think this is the standard one. I'm not sure how I feel about the pink lining on him. It doesn't really fit. Like, I mean, like you look at this one and it's very, appropriate. This one not so much, but it has kind of a nice retro feel to it, so I give it a pass. The figure itself looks great though. The face sculpt is nice. The body proportions are nice. They actually gave him they're actually doing some nice handwork on these. So that's a Frankenstein. Again, we will be giving this guy away. And we have the Gorn from Star Trek right here. Now the Gorn, I can't remember. I'm sure it's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot remember the name of the episode. But of course, we all know the famous episode where Kirk gets taken to a planet and he's forced to fight the Gorn, and it's supposed to be a battle to the death, and it's basically it's kind of like a test, I guess you could say, but it's actually a really great episode, and of course it's at that famous rock location. Everybody knows that one. It's been used in a million movies. I think one of my favorites that it's been used in is Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. However, I did notice on these, they do have the Gorn, they have the Romulan commander, and the Lieutenant Sulu figure, so you actually do know which ones to look for. I see Sulu all the time. I've never seen a Romulan commander in the store. This is the only Gorn I've ever found, and I bought him. So he looks great, though. I really, really like this figure. That's one of the reasons I haven't opened it up yet. I kind of like... Hey, buddy. My son just came to say hi. Yeah? Puzzle? Yeah, you gonna go do your puzzle in your room? All right, go play. Good boy. But yeah, he's cool. He has a really, really nice sculpt on him too. Real accurate. You know, they even kind of move in the, you know, obviously the actor was looking through these. They even kind of incorporate that into the sculpt. But I like this one a lot. I'm gonna hang on to this guy for a bit. I might open him up. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I open everything, but this one I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see. But all right, now let's open up the Nosferatu and see who's going on. Oh, we'll talk about this too. The same person I got the trade in this, he threw in this Final Wars vinyl Godzilla, and this thing is so cool. I've actually been wanting one of these for a while. I think there's a big old 12-inch or 12 or 19-inch version or whatever. But I mean, he's been off the shelf for years, so that was such a great surprise. I love the Final Wars design. The movie, it's a goof fest. Like, I mean, it's like a total cheeseball, like big grand finale. Doesn't take itself seriously at all. But it's a fun movie to watch, and I love Godzilla's design in it. So having that here is just tops. I'm super glad we got it. All right, so let's open him up and see. Let's see how these guys really, how they really look out of the box. I haven't got to open one of these yet, so try not to completely destroy it. All right, opened up pretty easy. All right, and he doesn't come with any accessories. A couple of the Megos do. Not this one. I mean, there's really nothing for him to come with. So let's see. Does he stand? Oh yeah, he stands perfect. No problems there at all. The cloth is super soft. It's almost like a terry cloth. Doesn't feel cheap. He's got some nice stitching here. Here, let's get this back in focus. Here we go. It's got some really nice stitching and detail. I don't know if you can hear my son. He's babbling. He's been talking so much lately. But yeah, the likeness is great. He's got his, looks like he's got a scarf, shirt. Let's see, does he open up? Oh yeah, he's just Velcro. Let's see. Oh yeah. He's rocking a tank top apparently. But he's got his scarf here. Let's see, he's got some nice movement in his wrists. Let's try to keep him in focus the best I can. I'm kind of looking at the figure, not so much at my screen. Ooh, those are clicky. Very clicky joints. At least that one is. Yeah, those. Yeah, he's snappy. Wow. And there's his shoes. They appear to be slip-ons. It's got some nice loafers there. Then let's check the back out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's really cool. He feels nice and sturdy too. I mean, look at that. You can just plop him down. He stands. I feel like this. I think it's just the shoe actually. The ankle joints are semi-tight. They're not crazy tight or anything. But I don't think he's gonna be falling over anytime soon. See, like he's not going anywhere. But yeah, getting this out of the package. I mean, he's nice and posable, and he seems to have a little bit of a snap to him. Hey, bud. The detailing on his face is nice and tight. There's no there's some really nice shadowing, some nice shading on him. It doesn't look like there's any, you know, notable paint flaws at all. His teeth are pretty good. Maybe one of them could be a little lighter, but hey, let's not get too crazy here. I mean, this is a, what are these retail? I think for like $12.99. You know, I mean, they cost less than a Legends figure, and you're getting a 8-inch fully clothed, you know, soft goods figure. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of soft goods. I'm not a big I don't own any of like the 112s or anything like that. Just really not my thing. But you know, like I said, I'm a big fan of of Nosferatu and the film itself, and you know, the merch for something like that. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, be careful. Don't climb on that.
Whoa.
Wow, whoa. Merch for something like a film that came out in the 1920s doesn't really exist. So, of course, I got to get this guy, whether he has real cloth or not. He's really cool. He'll definitely be sitting on my shelf, looking nice with the rest of my stuff. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's not too much to say. I mean, these are I like it. It's quality. It's nice. It's nice to see a you know, a pioneer company like Mego coming back into the works. And I mean, granted, there's some stuff on the shelves that I'm really not quite sure why they're there. I really don't need to own any Brady Bunch figures. Full House figures, I guess it's kind of, I mean, NECA just released some Golden Girl figures that are in the same scale, and I have one friend who I know will buy those because he's obsessed with the Golden Girls, and you would never know it by looking at him. But I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. You know, so, but it's nice to have some more niche market stuff coming out and hitting the shelves. But these are really great. The Freddies look really nice, by the way. Like, I might try to get my hands on one of those. I'm really hoping they make like a Creature from the Black Lagoon or something. The Wolfman figures look good. I think there's 2 versions. I think there's one where he's wearing, you know, his normal just clothes, and then there's another one he's wearing like a, I think it must be from I Was a Teenage Werewolf. He's wearing like a football jersey. So I'll keep my eyes open for those. But like I said, I had to do a private trade just to get this guy. Frankenstein and Gorn, I just got lucky. I think I was at a Target that isn't really in the collector, my local collector's searchlights or spotlights, I guess you could say. So yeah, but I'm really happy to have this guy. I know every review I'm doing is like, oh, this is great. But I'm sure I'll find something where I'm really not that happy with it. But what can I say? I like this one a lot. This is really cool. So so yeah, we'll keep I'll keep everyone posted. If you haven't checked out our Instagram, check it out. Subscribe or follow or whatever it is on there. I'll definitely be posting updates on the giveaway for the Frankenstein Mego. I really do want to get another NECA King of the Monsters Godzilla for a giveaway as well. We will be launching. I really need to start cramming on our little short film for our video intros. I really need to start getting work done on that because it's almost the 31st. And that's the day I really want to launch. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, so that's about it. Hope everyone enjoys their weekend. I've got the next 2 days off. We have a family thing going on today, but tomorrow I'm really gonna try to get some work done. I will be posting some pictures. You know, I want to do some behind the scenes stuff. I really want to start getting some work done. So yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Find me on Instagram. I post, you know, new video stuff up there, you know, just random finds. And we are going to be doing a lot more movie focused stuff in the near future. Like, it's not always going to be toys. I mean, we're going to have toy reviews, we're going to have movie reviews. It's just right now the toy stuff's so much easier to do, and I'm not quite ready to launch the film review stuff. But I mean, I've got piles of movies that I really want to sit down and talk about and do some good discussions with. So we have a lot of stuff in the work. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, stay tuned. Giveaways coming soon. Find me on Instagram. Like, subscribe. Let's keep this rolling. I've been having a really good time doing this. So yeah, everyone enjoy their weekend. I'll see you next time.